stupid. That's what it is. So yeah, when they organized that, that bus boycott, that hurt them. That hurt them bad because who is riding the damn bus to this damn day? To this day, who is riding the bus? Yeah, just woke up. Mad interesting to me. I was about to go to sleep and this just woke me up. But this is what I'll say about that. Not everybody can control their car the same way. You know what I mean? They have like the Autobahn, right? It's in Germany, right? And
Yeah,
I don't think it's no speed limit on there at all.
yeah, it
Um,
is. And the deed restricted parts of it, it's a speed limit. And then you get outside of the city parts of it, then you can, do 200-300 miles an hour, however fast you want to go.
Yeah, and what's cool? That's cool as fuck. But most Americans, I would say, would kill their damn self on that fucking freeway because they don't know how to fucking control their fucking car. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be a good thing for Americans to have that option. I would say for most of us. Now, I would get on that hole and fly because that's what I can control my car. I used to play Gran Turismo for so many hours. I love driving games.
Hey,
Grand
Pat,
Theft
this
Auto.
the nigga that had a flat because he hit a curve, but he said he can control his car.
I do hit curves. I hit the shit out of curves, but I don't hit other cars. I don't hit other cars. Like I've had like
Hello?
one accident my whole life. I don't hit
Can
cars.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Okay, all right. Yeah, 'cause I was about to hang up and try it again.
eh,
But yeah, but no, I think the biggest problem with that type of system here in America, especially, well, I mean, say Texas, because I mean, if it's like long road, like I mean, going, because I mean, shoot, a lot of states going on the like mountains, like Colorado and Kansas and uh Oklahoma, you know, different parts of Texas. Shoot, it's 75, shoot, 80 miles an hour, but you got long periods that you can go at those high speeds. You don't have that in most places around the country. You
well,
know, you
Texas
got
is
it.
big enough to do that, though, Pat.
Well,
How many other states, guys? And then what's
but
tricky about that is if those speed limits change depending on the jurisdictions, you could come out of an 85 speed limit and go right into a 55,
well,
and then
and
it's a
that's how
cop right
that's
there.
but that's how a lot of stuff is set up because you in and out of little towns. So I mean, it depends on the highway, but you still, yeah, you can drive 75 in a lot of areas, but you better be ready because it's gonna be that 75, 65, 60, 55, 45, 35, 35, 35, maybe 25 here and now again, and then it's gonna go 45, 55, 65, 75. It's you're just gonna have those little areas, but
You
the
have to watch
biggest
them
problem,
signs.
yeah, but the biggest problem is our cars ain't shit. Like I mean, we
I
talking
was
about the Autobahn
I was gonna mention
German
that.
built vehicle,
I
bro.
was gonna
German
mention that.
built vehicles, shit. I mean, almost like they lower end cars are built better than shit. Some of
I
our
if
best built cars.
we tried to do 250, 300 in these cars, our shit gonna blow the fuck up.
Man, the wind, man, say, bro, it's just we driving tin cans and shit. We'll be having shit flying off the car, going the mirror gone, the damn the windshield wipers done flew off. Like everything we done came off. We driving like that around with these cars.
Yeah, yeah. So we need some German built cars to handle that 250.
No, no, we need some American cars that's built like at a certain quality, at a
Right.
higher quality. That's what we need.
Yeah.
But if they charging what they charge now for the bullshit, man.
Let me read some comments. Elliot says, all I ever asked for was a checkbook for the taxes that we pay. We will never get it.
A checkbook.
I like what he's mean. What he means is
Let me see.
itemized.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, let me see where you spent it.
Let me see an
I,
itemized version of the money you took from me and what you spent it on.
oh damn. Oh, I need to get over here.
So fucking, they're not gonna do that ever. But what I'll say, Elliot, is there is ways to look at some of that stuff
Never.
because they have to disclose some of that information, but they're not gonna be able to tell you specifically where your money went. But they, there's websites and stuff that you can look at for stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you what, most cities, most of their budget goes to policing municipalities.
So
So
if you get caught up by the cops, you can say that you put a bounty on your own head.
yeah, so like 30, 40, some states, some cities is 50% of their fucking, revenue goes towards fucking the police. So his last comment said military state, but that's on the federal level because you have local taxes, state taxes, and then you have federal taxes.
That's
So
not true. That's
Check
not true,
this out.
bro. Say, bro, the local your local police got just as much military equipment as your federal like, bro, like do you really pay attention to some of these budgets that you
yeah, I
get
get
on
what you're
the
saying, but they're spending their money. They're spending city money or state money. The federal money goes
no
towards
they,
those, the war and the, airplanes
say,
and
bro,
shit.
look, no, they're not all spending just their own money. Like they're getting money from the government too. Like they're like one of those like based on money's available. If they qualify, they got they did this, they did that. Whatever the government is like the federal government gives them money too. Especially like especially in some of the big cities. It might not be like every little small town, but it's the ones where that's highly populated cities. The federal government will shit. Okay, look, you need you want a tank, you want you know a Humvee, that's bulletproof or whatever. Like bro, they getting funding from the federal government too.
Let me read some more
So
comments. He says, freedom is morals and principles overstood. No moral relativism. Okay, there was a lot there. Military state. That's how Eon became a billionaire. How did Eon become a billionaire? What are you talking about? He said government money. Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. And, I put a post up on my thing. I wonder, it's probably not there, but about Eon and, Elon Musk, Bill Gates,
Elon Musk. Or
Elon Musk, yeah,
Elon. Okay, all right, yeah.
Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and another one was on that
I
list.
ain't gonna lie, y'all had me fucked up for a second. I was like, Eon? Who the
Yeah, I
no,
think that's how you say his name for real.
no, it's Elon.
Yeah,
No,
but
how he says it is Elon.
yeah. Either
Yeah.
way, uh,
Okay.
damn it, you made me forget what I was saying. Fucking
My bad.
oh, them people talk about how like they made themselves who they are or whatever. Uh,
Self-made.
yeah, all of that shit. So, but it's bullshit, and that's what I be saying all the time. Elon Musk's dad was
A diamond.
right. Do you think he got that like fairly or whatever? Like uh it
Well,
was
I
in the
mean,
DRC. No, South Africa.
no,
South Africa.
yeah,
You remember
yeah, South. Yeah,
you remember what happened in South Africa? They took black people lands and just gave it to white people. Like that's just what they did. So
yeah.
Elon Musk's dad having a mineral mine in South Africa, I'm sure it was given to him, literally. And so that's another thing. And then Elon Musk being the guy that he is, not to say that he's not a genius or whatever. It's not a smart guy, good businessman or whatever the hell. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if my dad was a owner of a diamond mine and he, what I'm saying, I'd probably be a lot more successful today, is what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
What was it? Warren Buffett. I don't know. His
Well, I
people
mean,
gave him money.
yeah, because I'm sure there was people that invested in him, but I mean, I'm sure he started off with a nice, pretty penny
Yeah.
himself, and I mean, and like I said, I mean, people like that, they understand how to create their own bank. You know what I'm saying? Like buying insurance, with let's say they got a $50 million, shoot, they can shit. They got $1 billion pretty much at their disposal because of the insurance policy they own.
Stuff like
Shit.
that. But a lot of that has to do
Y'all
with
talk
connections.
y'all talk about control. This is true control right now. What I'm experiencing, I need fuel because I can't go to my delivery, make my delivery, and then make it back to a truck stop
Yeah,
because the company only gives me 128 gallons per day that I can
oh
use,
damn,
that I can fuel with. So
oh
now
hell no.
I'm having to sit here and wait to midnight, which is another 10 minutes away, just so I can get fuel.
Or you would
Damn.
have to pay out of pocket.
Huh.
I could probably use the company credit card, but for that, I would have to call my manager and get an approval for that. Most of the time, he probably just tell me, "Nah, man, just wait it out for 10 minutes." So, or I could wake my co-driver up, but why would I disturb him? He's back there asleep on his 10-hour break. Wake him up. That 2 minutes of me, that 1 minute of me waking him up for his fuel card could cause him not to be able to go back to sleep the remainder of his 10-hour break.
Yeah.
So, so you that's control. That's the like I can't stand that shit. Like, bro, and where I'm going to is in the middle of nowhere. The nearest right now, I'm at this truck stop. I'm 100 miles away from my delivery. Once I make it to my delivery, the nearest truck stop from my delivery is another 60 something miles. So by the time I make it to my delivery, I'm already at the line before E. By the time I make it there, we're gonna be on pretty much with the fuel light on. We're not gonna be
I
able to
had a
make it.
I had a similar experience over the, I guess you could say over the weekend. I was heading no, I guess when I was heading to Colorado last week. Um, I told you I was only filling up one tank. I wasn't filling up both tanks because it just seeing that money go all at one time just was, you know,
Fucking with you.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I could only make it like 400 or 500 miles before I could see another. Like I was gonna go probably a good at least 400 or so, 400 or so miles without a fuel station that one of the recommended fuel stations. And I'm definitely not trying to pay directly out of pocket or use one of my personal credit cards. So I had to fill up both tanks this time, bro. Man, that shit hit me for like 11 because I was already low, but shoot, $1,100 for the real fill up.
hmm
Man,
But
it
you think
was,
about that. That cost is going back to the American people.
huh?
I say that cost by you spending that money, that's gonna in return go to the American people.
You think so?
As truck
I,
drivers, I mean, that's why the cost of shit has gone up. Food,
well, see,
everything else.
see, I don't. Are they paying y'all any more for moving the freight that y'all move? Because
Well,
that they
we
have, we're
well we
not
just
we
got a
ha-
raise.
I have.
We
Well, yeah, I haven't seen a rate increase yet. Like
well they
actually, like it's actually, I was seeing. I think it's even less than what they were, paying before for a
yeah.
lot of these loads.
Well, we
You
just
know,
got a raise. We got raised up to we get $44 a day each daily salary. Plus we get paid $3 an hour, 24 hours a day. So that's an extra $72 a day. Plus they raised us up to $30 an hour for delay and we get delayed from the time we get there to the time we leave. Um, and they raised our mileage pay up to I think 77 cents a mile.
hmm
So I mean, but I don't know if
well, I mean, yeah, it's
I'm assuming
different.
that they're charging more for their product that we
Well, see,
haul.
and that's the part that I'm trying to get because, like, bro, I mean, I know people that's getting some real money out here. Shit, 4, 6, $10 a mile. on some of these loads, but it's flatbed. So I mean, I would have to, sever my ties with this company, buy a flatbed, and yeah, I mean, cause I ain't gonna lie, it's something that's been on my mind, but like, bro, I mean, shit, I need to make some money,
Hmm.
Let
you
me
know.
read some comments, y'all. Elliot says moral relativism is right or wrong, determined by how you feel, not what is right. Okay. And he says you can take interest off of insurance depending on how much money you put in that is secured. Business LLC is a loophole to rich wealth. Gas prices went from 120 a barrel to under 100. So why are prices is still down fucking high then? I'm
because
eating
they,
off of
because
oil now.
not
Oh,
see the whole thing is that they want the American people to be like, to hell with this whole gas situation, and they want like more people, because like them not being able to get that infrastructure, the Build Back Better plan done, where it would have allowed them to be able to, print up a bunch of money to build, try to, I guess, try to, this infrastructure for green. Like, bro, like this is the punishment we get for not going along with that program.
let me read some more comments. These comments aren't showing up on the main page. I do not know why. They're only showing on Facebook. It's a weird thing. I've been trying to figure this out. It might have something to do with their privacy settings that they do because some people, whatever. Let me read the comments. It says, jobs are now asking, do you have decent transportation for flexibility hours? Katie Seco Ranch is made for the up and coming that would have transportation. Another comment, it says Hurricane Katrina, those people were involuntarily relocated. That is BS. The students and parents are not complaining about this, but we would get fired. It's just bringing up religion in the classrooms. Involuntary relocation. Those are late. I'm sorry, y'all. I
No,
apologize.
no, it's all good. But I mean, shoot, boy, they better be glad I ain't no teacher. Like I got much respect for teachers, but at the same time, like for the teachers that just go along with the bullshit, like I got some shit to say. It's like y'all, like this is really, you know, it's like shit. Come drive a truck with me. Don't I mean shit. Do something. I don't know. Like you willing to and then, I mean just think about it. Like there's a bunch of black teachers that's gonna have to go along with this program. So, no, like and like I mean just think about like all the teachers that talk shit about this whole new math thing. Like bro, like they do all this bullshit new ways of trying to teach kids, which is frustrating them. The teachers are frustrated because like they know that there's an easier way to do it all. The kids just kind of just going. It's like what is like? Wait a minute, I got to do this a circle. How many circles? Like, what I'm saying? Like it's they setting themselves up for their own destruction. Like these kids are gonna be like the generation right now, like what we call millennials or not really the Z, bro. These kids ain't playing, and I'm telling you, like they got a whole different mindset. For those of y'all who not honest with them, they gonna be ready to take your head off because of all the shit y'all put them through.
Yeah, they wily. They should. They don't. Pat, Elliot says, Pat, you would get fired ASAP.
All
Hey,
time,
bro.
I already know, bro. Look, them motherfuckers. Look, before they started, like they fired me before they started to implement it because I done talked so much shit before it came. They gonna look. They's like, look, you know what? we just look. Here go a severance package. Severance package.
They're not gonna give you no severance package. They just gonna say go home.
What?
Let me play this.
Well, it's actually hard for them to just fire you as a teacher because you're under contract.
Yeah, I
So that
understand
shit
that.
has to go through the teachers union. Oh yeah, if they just fired him because of his freedom of speech, fuck yeah, they'll have to give him a severance package.
No, I
No
mean
doubt.
he was saying
Off
that
top.
from, at the beginning they're gonna fire him like
Be-
before he finished the
Before
interview and
even,
shit.
yeah, I mean, say, bro, look, I already know, like me, like getting a job anywhere is a problem for me. Like I have like my nuts hang too low, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a problem for
I-
me too. I swear.
like,
All my jobs I got off of some knowing somebody. I suck at interviews. People don't hire me from interviews. They don't like me.
bro, I didn't realize like I mean, but you know the people that I work with now, like you know, because I mean I'm an owner operator, you know, so I have my own shit, but like they like, you know what I'm saying? They expect it. I guess they like me and how I am or whatever. But that's not a popular thing, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, these some white folks out, you know, I work with. Shit, you know, they I ain't gonna lie, they rebellious as hell too. Like they be upset with a lot of the governmental shit or whatever. But um, however, it's just like me going to just a regular job, like I already know like I'm not gonna want to be there. My attitude probably will be not like I ain't trying to kiss nobody ass. So I mean
Elliot
I know how to be nice, but
Elliot says my best teachers didn't go by the books, and I would agree with that wholeheartedly, Elliot. I think my best teachers didn't teach from the book either.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. The teachers I had the most respect for, all right, Miss White, because she passed me when she probably should have failed me, and Miss Dyer. Bro, Miss Dyer, I respected Miss Dyer because it was just like, it was almost like my mama teaching me. You know, it's like, hey, look, I ain't, you know, like she'd cuss from time to time. Y'all cut that shit out now, and you'd be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know,
Yeah.
bro.
And you know, with the whole thing, I saw some posts about how like because of the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, if you're a teacher who is if you're a teacher who has like you know if you're married to same sex partner, then you have to you can't display pictures of your spouse. I can't remember. There's some other impacts related to that. Um, if you're
Yeah,
oh yeah, no rainbow clothing or some shit like that. Like
yeah. I
I
don't know. Some of that, I don't know if it really adds up. I mean, shit. You know, I got colorful shit my damn self, and you know.
so but that's the result of this shit. And before I wanted to play this clip, but because
Hey,
we
can I ask a question real quick, bro? Not, well, I ain't gonna say I didn't mean to cut you off. I did. That'll be a lie if I said I didn't. But why has something so innocent be have been taken and used against people? It's like, bro, it's like the other day I went out with my wife and my kids. I got this cool ass polo shirt, and it's got it's from the polo. It's the like crayon colors on there. You probably seen that shirt before. It's navy blue, and it's got the crayon colors. You know, all of the colors on there. But my daughter even like we leaving the house, and my daughter's like, "Daddy, where you going with that rainbow shirt? You know it's Pride Month." And like literally, bro, before I even thought that it was my daughter, I was like, "What the fuck you mean? I don't give a fuck. I'm a nigga. Like I like pussy." And my wife was like, "Daryl, really? You saying that?" I'm like, "My bad." Like, like
But no, but see, and that's what's kind of messed up is because it's like, okay, pride, like, okay, people having pride in just being human, or you know, just like they are trying to usurp, and like if you go against pride, anything like they're, I think it's all like, you know, diagnosed, like they have figured out, you know, on a psychological level of how to incorporate people into it more because they would rather not have to try to have an argument or fight against it. Because, like starting with the whole word gay, like, okay, what's wrong with being gay? I say, well, gay is happy. Nothing's wrong with being gay. But you're using it in a whole nother dynamic that I don't agree with. So now I'm pissed off because I can't even have a good argument with you because I'm supposed to be happy. I'm talking about something happy, but I'm mad.
You're an angry black man.
It don't even make sense. It's like
You know what I'm saying?
it twists my brain up.
Hey,
Because a
hey,
lot of people
the
don't even
minute you
know.
raise your voice, please, can somebody get security down here? As soon as you raise your voice, this
Angry
this is
black
not going to
man.
end well. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but they psychologically have done this, bro. Like this, like like the what is it? The least resistance. Like they have made, like they figured out how to go through this
You're breaking up.
about it. But
Okay.
I mean, after a while, it's just kind of like, cause like for me, I don't, like, look, I don't care what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people I love that are gay. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like for this whole government, like this whole psyop that they're trying to put on, mostly our kids. Cause I mean, grown-ups, you can't. I mean, you turn if you gay, you know what I'm saying. You probably always were, but
Yeah.
I believe for kids is more so like they're, from a young age somebody's telling them, hey, yeah, if you want to be a girl, guess what? You could be a
But
girl.
but
Or
but I always say slippery slope because people are like it's okay with the don't say gay bill, like there's nothing wrong with that. But then when you go down that road, then you end up on you wore a colorful shirt and now you're getting kicked out of school or some shit.
All right,
well,
bro.
and I
But do you
I
believe
I, I
that
hear
there would be protection for? Do you believe that there would be protection for gays and lesbians if let's just say if none of them were white and it was all minorities? Do you think they would have protection laws against that?
bro, they are already protected. Say, bro, look, a lot. Say, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man, and this is gonna be somewhat controversial. So hang on to your seat. Like the whole gay thing is really to steal more from black people and to make us more obsolete because like all of it, like they're taking all of the civil rights, like everything that we fought for civil rights. They have kind of twisted it and tainted it. Like there's I was watching BTP today, Be the Power podcast. There's a woman from Howard University that's trying to use the 13th and 14th Amendment to be able to be able to get the abortion bill turned instead of using it for what it's meant for, to give protection for black people who have been enslaved and to keep certain protections. Instead of actually using it what it's meant for, they rather usurp it for that. And like it's almost insane because, for number one, this is a black woman that's trying to do this. That's like, to hell with us getting our rights. We're gonna use this constitutional amendment for something that is never was meant for, and use it for that, and screw the black people who this was really meant for. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like just really trying to, because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this whole abortion thing is for white women. Like it was like them taking it away was against white women that was, probably
Well,
mostly drug heads or whatever. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I know it benefited others, but that's the main people who was having abortions. There's a
well,
count of it.
well. I'm glad you brought up abortion because that's where I was going. Just because I was talking about slippery slope with the say gay, don't say gay bill in Florida. But
Yeah.
if you look on the screen right here, I have a post. It says a 10-year-old was denied an abortion in Ohio because she was more than 6 weeks pregnant. So
Okay.
again,
How
This is
old?
what 10 years old.
And how did she get pregnant? By her uncle?
I don't know that. All I know is this post right here. It says a 10-year-old was denied an abortion in Ohio because she was more than 6 weeks pregnant. That's all I know about it. So, but what I'm saying is this is the slippery slope, and these are the unintended consequences. These are the results right here. Like we talking about the wild women out there who's not wanting to, be, mature and handle themselves and just want to have an abortion every freaking 6 months or whatever. But those aren't the people that's going to suffer. This 10-year-old girl in Ohio is the one that's going to
But
suffer.
but it's gonna be a thousand, 10,000, 100,000 other 10-year-olds that's gonna see that and be like, oh no, girl, no sir, you ain't bringing that little pecker around me,
They're
because
10 years old, Pat. They're 10
I
years
he-
old.
I hear you, but say, bro, look, man, I I hear you, and I have some sympathy, but what I'm saying is that one example will definitely teach a lot more to be more responsible. Like that's my thing. Whether it's down to the parents making sure that their daughters and their sons understand what that act is having, because we have really like we are devolving as humans. We gotta at some point turn it around and like be freaking what we say we are, freaking humans. Like we're acting like animals to some extent.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Let me read some comments. Elliot says, "What's funny is gay marriage didn't become legal until Obama, and that is true. And
Oh yeah,
look,
that's
the
why
other thing,
that's one of the reasons why they put him in there.
and that's another thing that can get pushed back really quickly. I mean, if they
Oh, it's gonna be
undid Roe,
it's
yeah,
going
they
back.
undid
bro.
Roe versus Wade.
That's why they keep saying that Michelle was not a woman, was an actual man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, and they say, well, uh, President Obama was our first gay president, and they said it, but try to make it like a president that was for gay rights, but at the same time, I think they know that they was also saying that he was gay as well. But either way, I mean, it,
I think whether Obama was gay or not, I think is beside the point. But the
it,
gay
yeah,
marriage did come out legally during Obama. But look, Obama wasn't that long ago. They overdid Roe versus Wade, and that's 50 years ago. So
oh
do you
yeah.
think how easy would it be for them to undo that?
Well, I mean, but see, the thing is, I don't. Has it come to? Is it? They have gay rights on a federal level right now. I
Uh,
thought it was still state by state.
I don't know about gay rights. We're just because gay right.
No, I
How
mean
can
gay
you?
marriage. Gay
Okay.
marriage is what I mean. The rights for them to get married. That's what I mean when I say that.
Okay.
Because
Okay. Yeah. No, I think it is.
because
It.
innately everybody has the right to be gay. But
Yeah.
I'm talking
No.
about as
No.
far as being able to get married and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm pretty sure it's federal. I'm pretty sure that a state
I
can't.
didn't I didn't think it was. I thought there was still states that did not allow it.
No,
Like,
I don't think so. I think that they could try to give you a hard time, but it's legal federally. It's a law.
all right, well
Um, El-
that's going to get turned around too,
yeah, that's what I
and
was saying.
it might be before Biden is out of office.
It could happen any day now. If somebody brings the right suit to the that makes it to the federal court. I mean
Well, I
the
mean,
Supreme Court.
say, bro, look like Republicans the only ones that know how to get shit done. So, yeah, that might be in another month or two because that's they working.
Let me read some more comments. It says gays have more protection than blacks. Elliot says LGBTQ. I guess he means LGBTQ. And then he
Well,
says
the,
American law can always be amended. No revolution, no peace. He means apathy. I don't remember what he was talking about. All the people that could expose Obama ended up dead. It's federal.
I mean, that's the same thing with this Hillary. I mean, Hillary. Um, shit. You know how many people end up uh how many people end up suicided because of her?
That's the same establishment. They are on the same, like, literally the same team, but even more intricate than
But
that. Like,
look, but they try to talk shit about Putin, but Putin, he kind of like yes, he was you know, they'll tell you that he was a spy or he was, you know, some kind of espionage, this blah blah blah, and shit. The motherfucker got dropped off the side of a building, and nobody ain't gonna say shit because this is what happened to you motherfuckers if y'all go against us as a country. If you a bitch, look, you need to go on and move to America.
and go apply for the army because they're gonna accept you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's messed up. I ain't gonna lie, that's messed up. Because it's way too. That's why that little clip we played in that video got a lot of views too. News networks are not even getting clicks like that. So this shows like there's an opportunity for this, what we're doing here on this show,